Hello, my fellow sugar cubes. Yes, I completely created a new intro, and at the end of this video, I will be doing an outro, but this is a Let's Play, so this Let's Play is going to be Pong. Now, I have played it, like, I played one of the originals. I forgot on the system I played it with, but it was with my dad, and it was, like, a while ago. But we'll be doing single player, and I'm almost already lost because, wow. Yeah, I do also have a new outro. I hope you guys will like it. I will be trying to do an actual musical outro, like said, basically where there's just music in the background towards the end of the video, just to give more, like, not live, to give more, more well noticed out of it, instead of music in the beginning. As much as I do like music in the beginning, I sometimes feel like it ruins the purpose of doing a little intro. Like, say if I were to do a musical intro, like say it was Make It Burn Them by Skrillex, and it just had the part where it was doing lasers and stuff, and it just had my name on it. You would think that there wouldn't be a purpose of sitting there going, hey guys, it's the Toxic Darwin here. That's why I enjoy just doing a normal voice in the start. And at the end, though, I think it's fine to say something and then add the music towards the end, just because it creates that ending feeling of just sitting there listening to the music of said outro. I do not know what my outro might be, but it'll take me a little bit, because due to, again, editing purposes of how not well I am right now, because, again, my computer was destroyed a while ago, which is why I am using Mobizen, and also on this giant tablet. Well, you don't know it's a tablet, but it's still something there. Basically, this is like a Let's Play, but it's also like a news reporter. But I chose Pong because it's like one of the easiest things to watch to without getting too distracted. That's why I am doing one of these while playing this game, because it is like one of the easiest games to play and talk to, but at the same time mostly challenging because of the prediction of where the ball might be. But that is just, but that's just the realization of actually how fun this game is. I don't know where I was going with that, but I just wanted to inform you of new intros and outros being done, because I am feeling a little bit old of just saying my simple intros and outros, and I feel like they're too bland and nothing like, again, the starting of a YouTube channel, which it is. I mean, we are a small community, as in of 20 people. Thank you for all you 20 people who do watch, even if some of you don't watch and just subscribe just because, like, say you were one of my friends who were just like, you know, I'm going to subscribe to him because my friend did. But at least you did sit there and still support, like, videos and watch them. And I do appreciate it as much as anybody, because it's still me creating videos for the public, and I am very happy that I can share these videos with you guys. Pretty soon I might be doing a vlog showing my face, because of my haircut making me look a little bit more older, because I did have long hair, but I'm also thinking of coloring my hair, but the color is not going to be a bright and bold color. It is going to be, it'll basically have kind of the same haircut that Jack and Markiplier have, but the color in the middle will be gray or a whitish tone, just because I've always thought of that color looks really well in hair. But that'll be later, and that'll be when I'm actually starting to do more stuff with friends, like Geo. He has around 100 subscribers, which is crazy. I mean, he's been successful, but that's because he posts normally, and due to the condition that I do not have internet at my current house, I have to upload my videos somewhere else while he does. Now that just shows that I'm probably not going to get as far as most YouTubers, but, oh, I clicked 2-player. I guess I'm going to play against myself. But, okay, this is not going to work. But, like, Under Fox Gaming and them, I know they don't really, well, Under Fox doesn't show his face. Geo does, because he is more like a vlogger and gamer at the same time. But, I mean, that's expected to be, because that's so far what YouTube is trending right now. I do not try to do all the trends. Like, if you guys saw how the I Don't Even Know game, that Markiplier, I think he started it. I do not know, because I don't watch that many. I just watch Mark and Jack and, like, my friends. But that's about it. But I saw that when Mark went and played I Don't Know, I saw a bunch of other YouTubers start playing I Don't Know as well. Or it could have been the other way around, vice versa. I just don't know which one. But I'm not going to be getting into trends as in like this, because of, I don't want people to be saying that, like, he did it first, why are you trying to copy this YouTuber? And that's why I figure that I shouldn't try to get with all the trends just like everybody else. Like, when the fidget spinner stuff came out, I was originally going to do a video about fidget spinners, not showcasing them, but it was this game that my friend came up with. Basically, you took 2 fidget spinners, and you'd, of course, spin them. But the purpose of doing this is when you wouldn't have, you'd have it, okay. I'm gonna, like, sit there and stop for a second, because I gotta think. What you do is you take a, okay, it was really stupid. You take a stick that you found outside, and you spin the fidget spinner on it, but you try to throw it to the other person, and the other person would just have to drop the stick and catch the fidget spinner, but it was still moving. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of Jacks, except without the point of you throwing a ball, picking up as many jacks as you can before you catch it. But it's, you have to try to balance it and then catch it. I don't know. I mean, and then I was also going to record these guys in my class who were just sitting there and throwing fidget spinners across the whole class. And it was crazy because, like, they were legit spinning and catching them while teachers weren't looking. And I thought this was going to be a pretty epic video, while as in it was going to go with the trends, making me think that I started something else. And I also think that doing these trends is also kind of a lower thing to do, because you are trying to get more views, while I'm trying to do original content before it gets to the point where it's more likable. Because I don't really care when I get famous, or if I do. I just try doing this because it's fun, not for the money or the fame. It's just because it's fun and I like making videos for you guys. But that's around it. That's why I don't try to make the best quality or strain myself. I still do my said homework. And school, speaking of school, isn't that coming up? I believe school's coming up pretty soon, actually. By the time I post this, it might actually be close to around a week. Depending on where you are. Like, I know my friend is Southern, no. He's Eastern time, I think. Can do Walnut. But I think, I don't know when his start, but over here in Eastern time, over towards, I think it's Eastern, whatever, but it starts around August, and I can't wait. Middle school sucks. Can't wait to go to high school. That'll be fun. But I know most younger YouTubers do not get as much fame because what people want to watch a younger YouTuber, am I right? It's because they don't have the best quality, they don't have the money or the gear, but at the same time, I feel it's a way to get a kid to practice doing this for if he might do this as a career and realize how actually it might, how dedicated you have to be to make a successful YouTube video. Like, I originally posted this video, it's most likely still up, but it's called I Tricked and Failed, and that was me recording my friend play Slither.io, which was popular in my school around that time. So I decided to post it just to be dumb. And it turned out I got a couple videos out of it, and I decided to make more, like the me sucking at this game. And then as I realized that I actually found a screen recorder that was good, I continued to use it, and then I realized I actually loved kind of making YouTube videos. And once I did get to 20 subscribers, which was actually very amazing, I was really happy to know that I was actually making people proud, as in one of my friend's little sister was watching me on his account and drew this fan art of me, and it was this video. Oh yeah, it was Scene. So it was basically this picture, it was this cut in half picture, and it was this, you know, it was my little sugar cube. That's what everyone's been calling him now. But he was my little sugar cube, and she drew that with the top hat and the mustache and the other stuff. But she drew that and had a tear on the side, saying, was doing the one moment where I was kind of sad. Honestly, that was like, I thought that was funny. That's also on my Stupid Noises compilation. But she drew that, and it made me so happy that she actually found a younger YouTuber that made her feel special. And she said that, well, my friend said that he's glad that I was actually there to make videos, because she does watch them regularly. She's one of my regulars, and that is because of how much I do not curse, because I don't curse whatsoever, due to the fact that I want to try to keep it at least PG for the younger viewers, because as my mom, she doesn't like the cursing in videos. I mean, she lets me watch them, but she does not want me to curse. And I respect that, because I know most mothers don't want their children to curse, because it is just not right, is it, to say. Yes, I've seen that cursing does get more views on YouTube, but I'm going to try to find a way to avoid that, at least until I get older, because I'm still at the age where I'm still at the age where many kids at my age do curse, but I just don't like cursing towards this age, because I still feel a little bit younger to be cursing. But I do also respect of how my mother does treat me, and that's why I do not curse in my videos. Also, how I know that little kids, or not little kids, other mothers do not want their kids watching YouTubers who curse too much, or at least at all, because of strict rules and how they were raised. Now, I'm not going to get too much into that, because that's going into raising, and that's not what this video is about. It's about me just sitting here talking to you guys while playing Pong. You know, an old game. Speaking of old games, this was actually made, I believe this was made before Mario and Sonic and Sega and all of this other. I think this was the first game to be created, and then it was somewhere around Space Invaders and Centipede and stuff like that, and then Pac-Man. I think that's what they were. Pong was also the first game to, well, not the first game. Pong is actually a non-sex related, and when I mean sex, I mean gender, sorry, I don't know what gender is. Gender, but I'm just using the scientific term is just because that's how I've always used it. But it's a non-gender game, meaning it's for boys and girls, even though because I've been hearing a bunch of people be like, this game's for girls and this game's for guys. And I was like, what do you mean? I think Call of Duty, for instance. There was this girl on the internet that I saw. She wanted to play Call of Duty, but her brother said it was just for guys, and like so were her parents. And I thought it was just wrong because I clicked 2-player. I thought it was wrong because I don't understand why Call of Duty would just be for a guy, even though it is a gun game. I can't be positive, but yeah, there is. Okay, there are girls in the army, but that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I just realized. I was gonna say because girls are in the army, and that means shooting in Call of Duty. Wow, I am dumb. But I think games shouldn't really have a sex-appealed area to it because it just doesn't seem right. I also had this incident in school in elementary. There's this whole debate because one day I wore this very, like, not hot pink, but it was this kind of a pink shirt to school, and this girl walked up to me and said, hey, that's a girl color, and I was like, is it? She was like, yeah, and it was this big deal because everyone started calling me gay and all this stuff, and it's not true at all whatsoever. It was just a color. And I feel like this is also what's wrong with the economy nowadays, because they don't realize that this stuff is happening around. But going back to what I was talking about the pink thing, she was talking about, like, she was like, pink's a girl color, it's always been, and I sat there, and me watching, you know, Adam Ruins Everything is saying how it wasn't this, but I knew that this was just a color, and why should it be gender-based? But I got into this whole debate, because you know how in high school, how you'll actually have debates that you have to do for a grade? Well, I made a debate about, should colors be, gender-influenced? Well, I won this debate because of how many people were on my side about this, and just the statement I made. The winning statement that I made was, if guys can't wear pink, girls can't wear blue. And this was crazy because a lot of girls' favorite colors were blue. I don't have my paper with me because it's been so long, but it was like this ratio of favorite colors, and it was like, for every guy who likes pink, there's like a couple more girls who liked blue, and it was crazy. Oh gosh, it's a glitch. Oh gosh, that was awesome. That was actually really cool. I made a glitch, but it was just crazy, and just I won because many girls were like, I want to wear blue, I want to wear blue, and I was like, this isn't real. It's not like I'm being a president and making a rule. I'm just stating that, why should I be judged for wearing pink, but we don't judge you for wearing blue? It was just crazy. I don't know how I got to this conversation. I've just been sitting here playing pong, and I just started talking deeply into this. I don't know how. Let's see here. What's other things? But getting off of certain gender equality and all that stuff, because there's a bunch of that going around, and I don't really want to talk about that, because that does get into people's heads, and it could it could get people offended, and which, yeah, sometimes I don't really care if you get offended in some of my videos, but at the same time, I do care, because I do know people, I have friends who are really into the big deal about gender equality, and it's just crazy how people react towards this. But I'm not going to continue going on about this, as, again, this could offend some of my viewers, not knowing all my viewers. I'm also looking for an animator, actually. Yeah. Like, when I mean animator, I mean someone who can just like every once in a while maybe do like a speed draw or whatever, and I can post it. But that's just if anybody wants to, or can everybody get a suggestion. I don't know where I got this idea from. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention. So remember when I was talking about the girl with the drawing? Well, yeah, I was actually wondering if you guys could do some of that sometime and just draw like maybe a quick sketch of like what do you think one of my videos would be. This is also the reason why I do want to show my faces, so you guys can try to draw my facial features and how my hair looks. But the only reason I will be showing my face was because I got this haircut, and I like this. And the haircut I got, again, it was like Jack's and Mark's, but that I only liked it so much was because I looked older than I normally am. Because I had long hair. Almost any guy has long hair when he's a teenager, but I experienced it, but I liked this more, and I figured that I would get maybe a little bit more views because I did look a little bit older and might act a little bit older and how my content is. But that's just all up for you guys to decide. The whole reason why I already told you about why I want new intros and stuff. I think I might do this and maybe end the video pretty soon. But I don't remember. I know that I'm just trying to get more ideas. I actually needed the reason why I need an animator, again with the speed draw and stuff, is because I'm also looking for someone to redo my avatar or profile picture, because it is considered copyright to BattleBlock Theater, and they gave me so long to change it or I would get fined or stuff with that with YouTube, and I'm actually kind of needing one quick. I actually asked my friend if they knew how to do that on the computer, and I haven't gotten a reply yet. But I am hoping this will be a change, and that's why I'm calling you guys my sugar cubes. If you are not okay with this, please tell me, and I will try to find another name for you guys. Because I also know that other YouTubers use group names, like how you got crap. I forgot what PewDiePie does for the Brofist people. Brofist Army. I forgot what it was called, but there was another one. I remember how oh yeah, Dan TDM, I think that was his name. Doesn't he call you guys like the diamond minecart people or something? No, I don't know. I completely forgot what it was. But I'm going to start calling you guys my sugar cubes because of how my character looks. Because, again, my friends do call him Little Sugar Cube. They would actually call him the Fancy Sugar Cube just because of his top hat and monocle. But, yeah, my guy might be going through different looks, but that is just because of said copyright reasons, and I don't want you guys to freak out about it. But it's just what I have to go through just so people don't try to get rid of this channel, and I hope you guys understand that because of these reasons. And I know most YouTubers get these all the time. That's why copyright and all this stuff is a giant deal in society nowadays, and it's just crazy on how people try to get by. But that's just how I'm gonna have to deal with this, is by changing and getting more images. I tried recreating my character by myself again, but the only difficulty that I had a problem with was just I don't have the right materials, because I have an older computer, and when I say older, I mean older. It's an older desktop. It's like one of the older Windows. But I tried recreating my guy, but since I'm drawing with my mouse, or I just don't have a steady hand, it doesn't look as neat as I really want it to be. Like, have you ever seen a cube with a curve? Or, like, just not doing the facial features right. It's like impossible for me to try to do the stuff without actually knowing how to do all this stuff, because I wasn't just using paint. I was using this old thing. I forgot what it's called, but it had layers and all that stuff, and I figured it would actually be a lot helpful to it, but I couldn't figure out how to use it whatsoever because there wasn't any instructions on how to use it. It was just sit there and hit a layer and try drawing things, and it did not work whatsoever. I mean, I used to draw, well, not draw, I used to do all that stuff with like Kirby's and stuff, because it was easy, because I just make a bunch of circles and and put a star under him. But that was the easiest of using layers, but that's all I can do. I was having trouble drawing the 3D shapes and using the colors like I normally wanted to, but that's why I needed help with what I'm doing. But again, I will be trying to get more content in what I'm doing. I know people say longer videos are better, which I'm trying to keep it around just the 20-minute level, but at the same time, I do have trouble. But I just wanted you guys to know what will be going on soon and around. But now, thank you guys. No, sorry. It's going to take me a couple times to remember this. Thank you, Cubes, for watching. Remember, slam your head into the screen to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.